Good morning. Welcome to Change Pace Poetry number 66. My name is Leland Jamieson. I'm going to read to you this morning from In Vitro a single poem which I wrote on the occasion of the death of a very, very good friend who I'd known since ninth grade, and it's written for his brother. The form of the poem is a sonnet sequence, but as you can see here, there's no formal stanza arrangement, although I do follow the rhyme scheme of the English sonnet. The stanza breaks correspond to what might otherwise be paragraph breaks. This poem is called Outlook from Dunn's Rock. The setting is Brevard, North Carolina. My friend, the massive stroke that snatched you from our stony earth has stunned us. None could say goodbye. Your brother feels such loss. He's glum, yet thumbs each sun up to a brightened day. He, chainsaw carpenter with blistered hands and back as strong as a post of locust, laid last month a granite marker stone that spans your years just as your mother's are displayed. Delights me that he writes a bon ami. You've seen in Astral Travels how we've swapped a lot of emails that have solaced me, recalling grass's old goat time close cropped. Our 3-day hike on Appalachian trails well rooted our warm friendship. It prevails. You know from realms of time-space flights you soar, how long I've struggled to recount that hike when you and I got lost in '54. 5 decades dammed my memory like a dike. Your brother helped me read terrain and topo maps, and it's finally clear we scaled Dunn's Rock. Right up its stony face, poco a poco, hand over hand through snapping laurel. Ah! On top, we lunched and quenched our bark dust thirst above a winding French Broad River view. From there, we hiked and talked 2 hours. You pursed your lips. Egad, we're lost just entre nous. The sun had sunk behind the ridge, and I, visiting, held no map in my mind's eye. The treetops towered overhead in shade. No lookout, neither compass nor a map. Well stropped on fear, a keen, straight razor blade sliced through my gut. Where was my thinking cap? No deep woods training in survival gave me its assurance. I began to ask myself where look for shelter. In a cave? Beneath a ledge? I shook my water flask. Look, you said, pointing. I could barely see, broken by trees, a horizontal line. No way could it define a ledge or tree. I peered, not nature's. Then a man's design? Cautiously we drew near. A slab wood shed. My stomach stirred with a new sense of dread. It was a moonshine shack which revenuers had shot up in a raid, left black-ringed holes drilled by their firearms' large-bore slugs. Did skewers of lead pierce mountain men's white lightning souls? We stuck our heads inside the door, ajar, a useless, far more shut-up copper still. Behind, in leaves, old tire imprints. A car, light truck, we tracked them snaking up a hill. Emerging on a bunny trail, we turned downhill, and, pleased to see it grow more wide, our spirits rose. I ceased to feel concerned. Look, there's a farmhouse and a truck outside. We slowed our pace. They'd surely be old time. How would they view us? Through what paradigm? A half-plucked white and 2 Rhode Island reds clucked and scratched at hard-packed barren clay. The truck, a Model A, tires worn to threads, had baling wire wrapped every which away. The farmer's porch was dark, each weathered deck board's tongue and groove a deeply rotted gap. The steps to mount it looked to break my neck. I lifted and snugged tight my baseball cap. I knocked, heard footsteps coming close. "Hello," I said. "We're hiking, lost our way. This road lead us to Greenville Highway down below?" "Yep. Goin' thar myself if he'd be rode." "Ye wait for me aside the truck. Won't take no minute." Wow, I thought, a lucky break. We leapt up on the bed of his old truck. What pleasure resting these hot, weary feet. You figure he's our moonshine man? Our luck could be. Keep mum. I'm glad to have a seat. The screen door slammed. The man, a stick in hand, drove like a cow, his wife before him, not jests, but by blows on the rump. She was outmanned. He glared at us. "Jump down. Ye be my guests. This here's where she will ride." He whacked his stick down on the bed. We jumped, facing his scowl, and she leaped up. He had a facial tic. He reeked of booze, bad teeth, and a sour towel. "Your highway." "Thanks a lot." Through all the heat and smoke he spewed, I waved. She waved bare feet. I gazed until long after she swung out of sight, unable quite to satisfy my mind how she could bed with such a lout. Her feet, flirtatious, waved in my mind's eye. My friend, never again would we thus hike and talk so far afield. 600 miles apart we put down roots in soils unlike those which had brought to bloom our youthful smiles. My once dear friend, your astral free this earth, your brother and I still stub our toes on rock, E equals mc squared, yet share its mirth. Bear with us, stumbling up her clock's tick-tock, poco a poco after you toward sky's hellos, our feet slip-sliding on goodbyes. And that's it for the poem from In Vitro. I always like to invite you to visit my website, jamiesonspoetry.com. If you've been there, done that, then you might want to check out a book, order it from Amazon.com. Search for Leland Jamieson. Thank you.